Welcome to the ElderAbyss show. For talking videos, it's the place to go. Game tips, rants, tactics, and more. What you'll find here, you can never be sure.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. In this episode, we are featuring a little bit of Dead Island gameplay for you. This gameplay is just me running through, doing a little bit of solo on some side missions on the Xbox. I have been playing this game on both PC and Xbox and having a pretty good time with it. I'm enjoying it. It's very deep games. I mean, there's a lot going on here. You know, you can run through and just do your main missions, but there's a ton of side missions that you can work on and tinker around with. Find these mods, and the mods are kind of like blueprints. They give you the recipe, if you will, of parts and things that you need. You collect them all together, go to a tool bench, and you can build kind of unique weapons. And I've got one in my hand right now. That's actually a torch mod laid on top of a baseball bat. So you can use different base weapons to build your different mods. And I mean, the whole weapon system is immensely deep and crazy, and it's a lot of fun. Now the weapons, you know, the variety of weapons kind of reminds me of Borderlands. Although with Borderlands you couldn't craft your own stuff, so that's just an extra element to this one, because you can craft some pretty fantastic things. Oh! Thought you were going to sneak up on me. I heal to the face. And that's always a good time to pop those heads with that baseball bat. The torch there, it runs a chance of setting a guy on fire, so there's different ones. You've got shocker and fire, toxic, paralyzing. I mean, there's mods and on top of mods, and there's parts that you find everywhere laying around for like scavenging. You can also get awarded different weapons and things like that through the side missions and main missions. So, I mean, there's, like I said, just a ton going on in this game. It's really fun to run through by yourself. It's pretty fun to run through by yourself. It can be extremely challenging at times by yourself, because there's no doubt the game is designed and developed with 4 people in mind. You know, so there's points that if you're playing it by yourself, you'll just run into situations where it feels like you're just throwing lives at it to get through. It can be a little hard. So co-op's definitely the way to go. You know. And while we're talking about co-op, let's go ahead and hit on that. So the co-op, you know, it works the same way pretty much as any other game. You know, you can get your friends in, you send your friends invites, jump in your friends' games and all that. But it does do some things that are a little different, kind of interesting. When you're playing through, and I'm sure it'll come up here because it comes up all the time. On the Xbox, you'll see it's on about the middle of the screen, right-hand side. It'll say such and such is close. Press, I think, right on the direction pad to join them, and that's basically jumping into their co-op game. And you know, once you jump into their co-op game, you can hit the start button and go to drop out, and you drop out of the game, but it doesn't change the game. The game just kind of keeps rolling right along. And I don't know, it's kind of crazy. They do a excellent job of the co-op in and out. Of, you know, picking up into someone's game, dropping out of someone's game, someone picking up into your game. It all kind of melds together, and it does a really fantastic job of that. Now, that being said, it can be frustrating to get in someone's game or have someone join your game that's just, you know, Captain Rando, and they get in there and they run off, or they hang around and jack your pickups before you get to them, that kind of thing. But the most frustrating thing for me is the guys that jump into your game. As soon as they jump in, they're just gone. They just run off. They have no intention of sticking with the group and helping. And there are some benefits for sticking with your group that this game does that I think are excellent. It's a really a persuasive way to get players that are in co-op randomly together to stay together, and that is when you're close to each other, your experience and your cash kind of goes across the board. So if I'm running with someone and I kill a guy, if my co-op partner is close enough to me, we both get the same amount of XP. If I pick up a wallet, if I find some money, I pick up $700, then we'll both get $700 if everybody's close enough together. So that's kind of a really nice approach to co-op that I like that they've done. It's the game's little nod and wink to, hey, you need to stick together here. So there's no penalty if you run off, but if you do stick together, you get that added benefit, which is nice. So that makes leveling up and everything else that much better. When you're running co-op and you're with some friends.
What do we have here?
That said, I really think having some people in here that you're either buddies with or people that you can have a good time and just hang out and not take it too damn serious. Kick things around, have a good time. It really is a good time. And I mean, it's just like the series that Swords has been putting up over on the Swordsman's channel, where me and him and Athena and Stone we're playing some on the PC, man. If you just kick back, relax, and laugh at this game, it's a great time. It really is. So, and I've been getting asked a lot from a lot of different folks and a lot of different people that I run into whether it's a buy or what. Yeah, that's a tricky question. Here's where I'm standing on it. It's a great game. It's probably a buy, but I'm going to throw this but in there. If you're like me and you are setting right now, we're setting less than a week out on Gears of War 3. By the end of the month, you're going to have Battlefield 3 beta. Next month, you got Battlefield 3. It really comes down to whether or not you can swing it, I guess was right with it. If you've got the cash and you're interested in picking up a game, this is an excellent game. If things are kind of tight and you're only going to pick up 1 or 2 or 3 more games for the rest of the year, you might set this one out. I don't know. It really is a good game, though. It really is. But me personally, I don't know how much, once Gears 3 lands, I don't know how much time I'm going to have to get in here and kick around and cut things up. But I definitely want to. So I could picture this game being kind of one of the things that I do once I finish. Once I finish the Gears of War 3 campaign, and I do my run-throughs on that, and I'm done with that, for the most part. And like during the week on my days off and there's not a lot of people online playing Gears, this is probably where I'll be. This will be my solution for something to do, or just something to mix it up now and then. I fully intend to continue to play this game. It's not a top tier game for my time, I guess, after next week. Gears and Battlefield are going to be the main competitors for my time. And that right there is an awesome little mod. One of my favorites that I've found so far. It's the sticky bomb. Basically builds a bomb onto a knife, and you throw the knife, it sticks in them, and they just boom. And the added benefit over like the deodorant bomb or even the Molotov, because the Molotov's not so bad because the coverage is so much, but particularly the added benefit over the deodorant bomb would be that it sticks in them. With the deodorant bomb, you throw it, it's got 4 or 5 seconds before it goes off. Sometimes they can wander away from it quite a bit. If you're sticking that nade in them, I don't care how far they wander. It's one of my favorites, though. If you don't have that one, definitely dig it up, locate it, find it. That is a lot of fun. A lot of fun with the sticky bomb. Let's see. Let's talk a little bit more about where I'm at on this. This gameplay is actually right in his throat. In my face with that big cleaver in your throat. This gameplay is actually on the city. I can't remember the exact name of the map, but it's the second major map that you come to after the resort, the beach there where it starts out. And here in the city, man, on the resort, you kind of start get into this feeling like the game's it's not too hard, it's not too bad. You just you hack and slash, you run around and you do your thing. But once you get to the city, This game has points that gets crazy, man. So I can only imagine what the jungle, which is the next major map, is going to be like. I mean, once I got here and spent a few hours in here and experienced some of this craziness that goes on in the city, the jungle could be completely out of hand. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see how that works out. But I will try to bring you guys some more videos from this. Most of what I bring from continued features of Dead Island will probably be kind of co-op, where I'm just doing the whole recording from the room and stuff. If I can get some people in here. Right now I've only got, it's just me and Hyrule basically that are playing this game. Magnus picked it up, but he's not really thrown a lot of time on it. Moochie wanted to get it, but opted out because we were so close to Gears 3, so yeah, it's kind of settling in. But it's a really great game. If you've got the opportunity to pick up an extra title besides those major games that are releasing, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's going to be a great game to play, when on those days when Gears 3 is just not sitting with you, or Battlefield, you just need to step away. This will be a great game to just drop in, play for a few hours with some buddies or whatever, and just kind of refresh yourself on all that. So that's kind of the purpose it will be serving for me, I imagine. And going from there, I really want to finish it. That's for sure, man, because I'm into it. I want to see how many different mods I can pick up, how many different weapons I can build, and I have this dying curiosity to go through and actually play with every character, which could take a while to do that, because each character has their own specific abilities and things, basically weapon buffs and stuff like that to different types of weapons. The chick that I'm playing with now, she's the sharp-edged weapon person. So she's all about the knives and the cleavers and that kind of stuff. So I like that. You can get pretty wild with it once in a while, but it's a good time. The alcohol, watch out. That's a side note. Watch out for alcohol. You drink too much of that, it gets crazy. Just like real life. Imagine that. All right, so I'm picking up some parts. This is a good example. I'm getting ready to wrap this video up. So just kind of a quick breakdown review of this game, because a lot of people's been asking. But I did want you to see this. This is kind of an example of some parts and stuff you can find around. You'll notice basic stuff, and also picked up some wire and a few things like that. You'll find those parts laying everywhere, and that's the stuff you collect to build your unique weapons. So it's a good time. Lots of fun. Check it out if you can. Like I said, highly recommended if you are in the market to purchase a game besides the major releases that we're looking at, like Gears 3, Battlefield 3, even there's a lot of Modern Warfare 3 guys out there. I'm not real strong on that, but it is a major release for a lot of people. So if you're looking for something, over the next couple of months to kind of chill out, fill the void, and you can swing another title, I would definitely recommend this one. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. See you in the next video. Later.
I don't think I have much time. I'm hiding in the back of a small store. They don't know I'm here.